Welcome to the course of Fundamentals of Retailing. In this module, the topics that will be covered are understanding of distribution channel, nature, scope, and importance of retailing, retailers' role in the distribution channel. Let us now first understand what is a distribution channel. A distribution channel consists of the set of people and firms involved in the transfer of title of a product as the product moves from the producer to the ultimate consumer or business user. It is moving of the product from the producer through the intermediaries and consumers. The number of intermediaries in a distribution channel heavily depends upon the nature of the product and intensity of distribution. Push versus pull strategy. In a distribution channel, when the product is pushed down through the distribution channel to the customer, it can be through heavy sales promotion. Pulling the customer, on the other hand, is attracting the customer through the distribution channel. Advertising can also create a pull in the distribution strategy. Designing of distribution channels. The objective of distribution channel is to increase the availability of goods or services to potential customers, satisfy customer requirements by providing high level of service, to ensure promotional effort, to obtain timely and detailed market information, increase cost efficiency, and maintain flexibility. By maintaining flexibility, we understand that if the product or market demands a change in the distribution strategy from intensive to selective or exclusive, the channel of distribution can be easily modified. Now let us understand what is retailing. Retailing includes all the activities involved in the selling of goods or services to the final consumer for personal, non-business use. This definition has been given by Philip Kotler. It is concerned with getting goods in their finished state into the hands of customers who are prepared to pay for the pleasure of eating, wearing, or experiencing particular product items. Retailers provide a collection of service benefits to their customers, such as being located in convenient places, editing product ranges according to the shopping task, and selling goods in quantities that match personal consumption levels. Nature of retailing. It is dynamic as it is affected by changes in the economic, political, and legal issues. Transaction is for consumption only. Retailing is different from wholesaling as the purpose is to make the product available to the final consumer. Factors affecting depends upon margin of profit and sales quantity. It is the final link in between the manufacturer and the consumer. A sense of retailing is focused on customer service, teamwork, and opportunities. Scope of retailing. In the complex world of trade today, retail would include not only goods but also services, which may be provided to the end consumer. In an age where the customer is the king and marketers are focusing on customer delight, retail may be redefined as the first point of customer contact. Functions of retailing. Retailers significantly contribute towards increasing the product value and satisfying the consumers. Following are the functions of a retailer: to provide assortment, sorting of goods, breaking bulk, rendering services, risk bearing, holding inventory, channel of communication, and finally, transportation. Retailers' role in distribution. Now, if we look at this particular chart, it shows us 5 different scenarios. In the scenario 1, we see that the producer is directly selling the goods to the final consumer. In this case, there is no intermediary involved in between both of them. It could be a case of business to business marketing. In situation 2 or scenario B, we see that there is one intermediary in between the producer and the final consumer. We call this intermediary as the retailer, since the retailer is the final linking pin in the channel of distribution. When the product has to go for more selective distribution, we have entered one more intermediary in the distribution process, who is known as a wholesaler. He buys the product in bulk from the producer and gives it to different retailers for further circulation. When the product is meant for masses and more consumption, we can have a number of intermediaries in between the producer and the consumer. He can be an agent, he can be a wholesaler, can be a distributor, retailer, and then finally to a consumer. In the overseas market, we might only have an agent. He might be known as a buying or a selling agent who will help the retailer in the foreign country to sell the products of the business consumer. Thank you. In the next subsequent slides, you will be appraised of different formats and classifications of retailers.